Alright, so this is the Neville Goddard ladder technique. This is a manifestation technique to kind of help you become aware that you are always manifesting, whether you realize it or not. Unconsciously, we are always doing this. And it'll kind of help you get better and better at consciously manifesting. So what I want you to do for 3 nights in a row, visualize a ladder right before you go to sleep. If you fuck up one day, do it again. It's got to be 3 consecutive nights in a row. So before you start the visualization, I want you to relax yourself. This is right before you're going to bed. You want to get into what they call SATS. It's an acronym for state akin to sleep. This is the state that you're in between wakefulness and dreaming. Or sleeping. I mean, not everybody like dreams all the time. But you want to get into this state. So to relax yourself, you can try slowly inhaling for 4 seconds. Hold it for about a second or two. And then slowly exhale for 4 seconds. Keep doing this for a little while. And then start counting backwards in your head. Just pick any number, but like a high number, like I'd say like 200 or 300, and start counting backwards. And then you can start visualizing yourself tying your shoe. From first person perspective, it has to be first person, cannot be third person. If you do third person, there's a chance that somebody else will get your manifestation. Or whatever it is that you're trying to visualize. And I can vouch for, I can say 100% that's true, because I've done that before. I accidentally kind of was visualizing from third person and somebody else got it. Like literally the next day. But, so you're tying your shoe, you're seeing your hands, you're seeing your shoe and your shoelaces, your pants. You're not seeing your face, you're not seeing yourself. Like you're not looking from behind yourself. You're not seeing your back, it's gotta be first person. And tie your shoes a couple times in your mind, just to kind of give you an idea of what you're doing. But once you're relaxed, once you get into this state, I want you to start climbing a ladder. But I want you to incorporate all of your 5 senses. Now, what does this ladder look like? Is it metal? Is it wood? Is it plastic? Is it a toy ladder? What kind of ladder do you want to climb? Be very specific. What does it feel like when you're climbing up? Does it make a sound when you put your foot on it? Does it have a smell to it? You can even, this is what I did, I put for whatever reason, I put a Minions Band-Aid on one of the, whatchamacallit, the rungs of the ladder. And you just keep climbing the ladder from first person perspective. Climb all the way up, so you're only seeing your hands, you're only seeing your feet. Technically, you're probably not even seeing your feet if you're visualizing first person, you're just seeing your hands and the ladder in front of you. Climb up, all the way, climb back down. Keep doing this, all the way up, all the way down. And like I said, incorporate your senses. You have to be there in the moment, climbing this ladder. So you keep doing this until you fall asleep. For 3 nights in a row. And the goal is to hopefully drag this ladder into your dream. Which I did. So after you do that, after you've successfully done, after you have successfully done that for 3 nights, what I want you to do is you can take like sticky notes. You can put this on your wall, just somewhere you're gonna see it every day, all the time. You can put sticky notes on your wall. You could put something in your wallet. Or since it's 2023 and we have phones, you can maybe write this out in a memo. You know, notepad on your phone. Then screenshot it and put it as the background for your phone, your lock screen. Because then you'll always see it. You write, whether it's something that's in your wallet, on your phone, or a sticky note, however you want to go about doing this, something you always see. You write, I will not climb a ladder. I will not climb a ladder. So for 2 weeks, whatever it is that you choose to do, the post-it note, the memo, something in your wallet, you can even do all three to make it even better. But you want to constantly be reminding yourself for like 2 weeks that you're not going to climb a ladder. Keep saying it in your head. Say it out loud if you got to, here and there. I will not climb a ladder. But because you've done the visualization technique already, because you visualized that ladder, because you dreamt about it, hopefully, even though you have said, I will not climb a ladder, your subconscious mind is not going to register the not. So what's going to happen after you do this technique is you are most likely going to end up having to climb a ladder, because your subconscious mind is creating your reality. It's like a hard drive. Everything that we have ever experienced in our conscious awareness through our 5 senses gets put into our subconscious, especially the first 7 years of your life when you're primarily running on your subconscious. So watch, you will have to climb a ladder, or in my case, I ended up having to climb a step ladder. And then after I climbed it, I'm like, okay, so I actually had to climb a ladder, but I didn't want to count it because it was just like a little ladder. But I got bombarded with ladders, 5 of them after this. Like, I don't want to go into too much detail, but basically there were, I didn't know there was more than 1 ladder in our house, much less 5 of them. And I've never in my entire life been more tempted to climb a ladder than these past, for about a year or two now. There's been a ladder that's been positioned in my garage. I didn't put it there. My stepdad did. And there's these like briefcases and stuff up on top, because the ladder is like going up into our rafter. And I've never been more tempted on climbing a ladder because I want to know what's in those briefcases. I don't know why. I just feel like something weird's up there. I don't know. Just a weird gut feeling. But yeah, so you do this technique with the ladder, and I promise you something is going to happen. Now, not only can you do this with a ladder, you can do this with any object or person, whatever it is that you're wanting to manifest. But start with the ladder. I've done this with a ladder. I've done this with a rubber duck, which I ended up getting bombarded with rubber ducks out of nowhere. You can do this with money. There's a way, I've never done this with money though, but you basically just count money. I'll get into that in a whole different video. If anybody wants me to go into that, just let me know. Type in the comments below. Let me know the money technique. Because that's probably what you guys want to do, is manifest the money. But I'm just doing what I have experience with. That's the ladder, rubber duck. I did this with the tennis ball too. All of it happened. The tennis ball happened like later though. And then I'm like, whoa, okay, I just held a tennis ball. I hadn't held a tennis ball in like, dude, probably since like I was a kid, if I had to guess. Or at least like 10 years ago. And the ladder, I haven't climbed a ladder since I was a kid. So, but anyways, do this technique and then let me know how it goes. Yeah, your imagination is what's creating your reality. And once you realize this, like I said, you'll get better and better at not only becoming aware of what it is that you're manifesting, but you'll probably start getting synchronicities. Like, you'll start thinking things, and then that'll start happening in your outside world. Like today, seriously, today I've had this happen like probably like 4 times. Yeah, I would say like 4 times today, where I was thinking something and then I heard it like immediately. Or as I'm thinking it, it'll be said out loud by somebody on TV or the radio or crazy shit. But yeah, that's the ladder technique. Let me know, guys. Try this out. Try it out. Alright. Peace. So actually, I want to clarify a few things. When you're counting down, when you're like before you start visualizing and you start counting backwards, the reason you pick a higher number, the goal is not to count down to 0. You're basically just counting down until you feel relaxed. So you never know when you're going to feel relaxed. So the better, the higher the number, you know, it's better to do it that way. Because let's say you count to, let's say you count from like 50 to 0 or 100 to 0 and you make it to 0. You know, then that kind of defeats the purpose. So pick a higher number. When you're visualizing the ladder, make sure you visualize what color it's going to be and how it feels when you're climbing up it. You go step by step, foot by foot, hand by hand. How does it feel on your feet? How does it feel on your hands when you're pulling yourself up? Like I said, you want to incorporate every sense that you can and make this as specific as possible. And like I said, I used I think I said I might have used a Minions sticker. I meant to say a Minions Band-Aid. I might have said Band-Aid. I don't remember. But the reason I did that, I put it on like the second or third step. So let's say you do that in your visualization, and then you see in your outside world a ladder with Minions Band-Aid on the second or third step. Then you know that's your ladder. So try to get it as specific as possible. You might not end up seeing the ladder that you visualized or climb the ladder that you visualized, but something will happen. And then when you do the memo, don't do the memo thing or the wallet or however you decide to go about doing it. Don't do that until you have successfully visualized the ladder and impressed it upon your subconscious, which you'll know when you drag it into your dream, because your dreams are your subconscious. And the reason I say to visualize while you're in SATS, state akin to sleep, basically when you're in that state, your brain waves get switched to theta, like when you're really relaxed, which is kind of like when you're under hypnosis. You know, you're more susceptible, and things are able to get impressed upon your subconscious easier. And then, when I was talking about the synchronicities, scratch that. I was having synchronicities before I even did the ladder technique. That happens when you're conscious. So the more conscious you are, and all that means is you're aware. Your consciousness is just your awareness. So the more conscious you are, the more aware you are of your thoughts, you'll start having synchronicities. And I can get into a whole nother video about how to get synchronicities, which can pertain to manifestation. But if you want to see a video on that, let me know. But yeah, I think I covered everything now. So just let me know if you're going to try this out. Let me know what happens. Just comment down below, whatever. I'd love to hear, you know, what people think about this and if they're going to do it. But yeah. All right. Bye.